Viewers, 125-year-old Gurudwara has been razed to the ground in Pakistan. Obviously a sacred place where Sikhs prayed for generations is now rubble, and the pictures will appear on the screen so that you get a sense of what I'm trying to tell you. This is persecution of minorities in its most naked form. Sikhs, Hindus, Christians and others continue to suffer in Pakistan. Their temples are broken, their rights are crushed, their lives are made hell. And this is apart from the terror that Pakistan exports to bleed India. Viewers, is this not a case of grave human rights violation? It is. The so-called Gaza lobby writes long op-eds for Palestine. They demand justice every single day for Gaza, but when Pakistan raises a Gurdwara, they have no words. When Pakistan terror kills Indians, they have no op-eds to write. When minorities bleed in Pakistan, they look away. The self-proclaimed champions of minorities, and dare I add secularism, where are they now? They talk non-stop about human rights, but on Pakistan, they go mute, mum, silent. They attack their own government, but they cannot find one word against the country that actually persecutes minorities and sends terror into India. Why this selective silence, viewers? Just tell me or think about it. Does the blood of an Indian soldier not count? Do the tears of a Sikh family in Pakistan not matter? Is outrage only for one religion and never for others? I don't know. Viewers, this is hypocrisy, pure and simple. The Gaza lobby talks about human rights but practices selective human rights. They are loud when it serves their agenda, political interest, and they are silent when it does not, like in this case. They are not fighting for justice, so don't be misled. They are fighting a one-sided political war. Congress has been doing this for a long time. They use minorities as a vote bank in India, but abandon minorities when Pakistan hurts them or China hurts them. BJP has dared Sonia Gandhi to take a stand. They want her to show the same passion. This is the test, and the selective outrage actually exposes them. Viewers, I have said this before on the show, and let me say that again. The human rights cannot be a menu where you pick only what you like. Either you stand for all victims or you stand for none. It's that simple. Either you condemn all terror or you condemn none. Either you protect all minorities or your words are empty. Sample the reactions, then we open this up.
A 125-year-old, very old and important Gurudwara has been targeted and demolished. Here we have certain champions of human rights like Sonia Gandhi. They write op-eds on Gaza, but they are extremely silent on Sikhs being mistreated, ill-treated, persecuted in Pakistan.
सरकार अपनी नाकामी छिपा रही है। सरकार की ये लगातार नाकामी रखे। सरकार में आज की स्थिति ये हो गई है कि सरकार इतनी कमजोर हो गई है कि संवाद के जगह ये समर्पण करती है।
एक तरफ जब बीजेपी और उसके प्रधानमंत्री कहते हैं कि हम विश्वगुरु हैं, तो विश्वगुरु का ये काम है कि भारत के लोग, भारत की माइनॉरिटीज कहीं भी रहती हैं तो उनको प्रोटेक्ट करें। अगर वो प्रोटेक्ट करने में नाकाम हैं और विपक्ष से सवाल पूछ रहे हैं तो ये उनका सवाल गलत।
Let's open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Vivek Srivastava ji, Umar Junaidi, Ravi Srivastava, Nikhil Jain makes a comeback on the show, hopefully reformed, and Dr. Anand Ranganathan completes the panel. Vivek Srivastava, have you written a letter? Have you signed a letter condemning what Pakistan has done? They've raised a 125-year-old Gurdwara.
Yeah, right. It's a bad thing to do. It's a wrong thing to do. So what? Like, how are you comparing it with Palestine?
So what,
Palestine
nahi? Last evening someone said, so what? And you can check what I did with that person. So don't get me started on so what. I am asking you, have you signed a letter? Because you know that is the new trend, signing letters.
Have you signed it? Have you signed it?
I am going to sign one to, send you to, no, 1 minute. I am going to sign one so that you go and see what China does to Uyghur Muslims. That letter will be your visa. Now you tell me, have you signed a letter condemning Pakistan?
You are diverting. Of course I will.
Sir, when?
I condemn Pakistan if it is breaking a 125-year-old Gurdwara. It is, एक मिनट सुन लीजिए सर, it is a wrong thing to do, लेकिन उसको यूज करके आप गाजा को जस्टिफाई मत करिए सर, जहां बच्चे चुन चुन करके मारे गए हैं, और ये मुसलमानों की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये एक देश की आजादी की लड़ाई है, इसको समझिए पहले। और वाजपेयी भी यही करते थे।
आजादी की लड़ाई?
वाजपेयी भी गद्दार थे, तो बोल दीजिए।
ये आजादी की लड़ाई कहां से हो गई विवेक श्रीवास्तव जी? ये इसमें आजादी कहां से आ गई?
खिलाफ
कौन सी वाली आजादी लेंगे? जिन्ना वाली आजादी? कौन सी आजादी चाहिए आपको?
हाँ 1948 में यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने जो नक्शा बनाया था, द मैप दैट वाज मेड फॉर इजराइल एज अ सेपरेट न्यू स्टेट एंड पैलेस्टीन हैज चेंज्ड. Israel has intruded into their territory, killing people, taking away their land. It's a fight for independence from the tyranny of Israel and America, and every Indian from Nehru to Vajpayee to Dr. Manmohan Singh supported the cause of Palestinian except Prime Minister Modi.
So does this government.
इनको मैसेज देना है.
So does this government. Humanitarian and diplomatic efforts both. Check kar lijiye Vivek Srivastava. And by the way, you are so worried about a country breaking UN norms. Do you know what Pakistan does on a daily basis? United Nations does not, 1 minute, Vivek Srivastava ji, I am sure you know that United Nations does not allow any country to, use terror as a state policy. Pakistan does it, has been doing it. उस पे चिट्ठी तो कब लिखेंगे आप?
Post Operation Sindoor, courtesy my foreign ministry and the policies of Narendra Modi's government, Pakistan was made the head of the anti-terrorist front, sir. Are you aware of it? Do you know the investments the Americans and Mr. Donald Trump, the great friend of Prime Minister Modi, are doing in Pakistan? आप यहां बैठ के गाली दे रहे हैं, यूनाइटेड नेशंस आपकी सुन नहीं रहा, प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी आपकी मान नहीं रहे, मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स अलग
यूनाइटेड नेशंस मेरी नहीं सुनेगा सर. यूनाइटेड नेशंस लिसन्स टू एन इकोसिस्टम. यू आर पार्ट ऑफ दैट इकोसिस्टम. एटलीस्ट बाहर से तो है ही. आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड दैट ऑफ द 61 पीपल हु साइंड दैट लेटर asking for resumption of talks with Pakistan, your name was missing. I don't know how they did not call you. Maybe you were unreachable, I don't know. But you made it about, Azadi, etc., etc. And you are saying if Pakistan has done it. If? Where is the if here? Nikhil, the question is very simply this. If someone is concerned about human rights, shouldn't all human rights matter then? Rights of minorities, rights of innocents snatched by Pakistani terrorists.
Pranesh, is this a debate show or a speech show by Mr. Pranesh Roy? You asked me a question, allow me to give an answer. I don't really understand
you want to take another break of 3 months? Tell me.
Everything that is done in the world with Palestine. I was on no break, Pranesh. If you're going to make
then answer the question, Nikhil. What is this? No. Why are you trivializing this? Just answer the question.
Should I remind your viewers? Pranesh, I have asked you 100 times to not make things personal. If I make them personal, you will not like it. So let's maintain some civility for the sake of the viewers. My simple point is, if anything wrong is happening with the minorities in Pakistan, it's condemnable. Indian opposition should condemn it. Indian government should condemn it. Same applies to Bangladesh and the same applies to Palestine. I don't really understand how a businessman raising down a historic Gurdwara compares in magnitude to 70,000 children being killed, women being raped, babies being eaten. I really don't understand, Pranesh, what sort of moral depravity you work with. Number one. Number two, you ask the Indian opposition to open its mouth and condemn the Pakistan. All right, they will do that. Has the Prime Minister himself condemned Bangladesh for the kind of violence they have meted out to minority Hindus in the state in the past 1.5 years? Was the Prime Minister, did he have the courage to speak a single word against the mob lynching of Deepu Das? The Congress party did, its leaders did, leaders from the BJP did, but the Prime Minister of India could not find the courage. The same applies in Pakistan. Every time something happens in Pakistan, you ask the Indian opposition to speak up. The Indian opposition is going to speak up for matters that happen in
Now,
India.
Nikhil, now
not
1
for
minute.
matters
Now
that
listen
happen
to
in
this. Now, you are saying the Prime Minister is silent, so, you know, the leaders of the BJP, they can say what they want, but it doesn't count. Are you aware that Rahul Gandhi is not going to Iran to attend the last rites of Khamenei? Who is going? Mr. Salman Khurshid, if I am not wrong. Does that mean that Rahul Gandhi does not care about Khamenei or sentiments in Iran? Tell me. I am applying your logic.
I never said.
Why is Rahul Gandhi not going? Why is Mr. Salman Khurshid sent? Why?
Pranesh, I never said that condemnation by other BJP leaders does not matter.
You
It is
just
a
questioned
welcome
the
step.
Prime
They should
Minister's
condemn
silence. Sanju
every
Verma.
act of violence or discrimination.
Respond to Vivek Srivastava and Nikhil Jain.
You know, Pranesh, I as a panelist take strong objection to Nikhil Jain trying to be oversmart and imitate you, but be that as it may, I'm sure you can defend yourself and much more. Let me come straight to the issue at hand. We are talking about how a Sikh Gurdwara in Farrukhabad in Pakistan was desecrated and then demolished. And the entire Aman Ki Asha ecosystem of the Congress and the left, inke muh mein aaj dahi jam gaya hai. They are trying to draw false equivalence between what happened in Farrukhabad in Pakistan with what happened in Gaza. First and foremost, for the benefit of people who are as ignorant as Nikhil, on the 7th of October 2023, Israel suffered an unprovoked attack by Hamas. Babies in Israel were slaughtered, infants were butchered, Israeli women were gang raped and their naked bodies were paraded shamelessly by the Hamas terrorists. So please don't sit here and peddle half-baked stories. Israel has every right to defend itself. Second thing, जब सिखों की बात आती है तो I will never get tired of saying what Rajiv Gandhi said after the 1984 Sikh genocide. जब बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तब धरती थोड़ी हिल जाती है. When a big tree falls, तब जमीन का थोड़ा हिलना तो जायज है. This was Rajiv Gandhi. And what did Narendra Modi do after he took charge as PM in 2014? In October 2014, Sajjan Kumar, one of the key perpetrators of the 1984 Sikh genocide, was put behind bars. Second point, ये जो यहाँ पर बैठ के विवेक श्रीवास्तव बड़ी-बड़ी बातें करते हैं. Uyghur Muslims are being butchered and bullied in concentration camps in China, but तब इनकी आवाज में बिल्कुल जो बोलते हैं ना तेवर इनके पूरी तरह से साउथवर्ड चले जाते हैं. Then these people consume Fevicol in wholesale. And let me remind Vivek Srivastava, the day you lecture Modi, please also remember what the Bolshevik Revolution, what Mao Zedong's great leap forward, what the Red Gulag concentration camps, more than 100 million, as in more than 10 crore people have died globally simply because of leftist ideology. इसलिए यहाँ बैठकर बीजेपी को नसीहत मत दीजिए.
Let me bring in Umar Junaidi. Yeah, ma'am, make your final point. बोलिए.
Headmaster's son, Osama bin Laden ji, Masood Azhar ji, Atiq Ahmed ji, Mukhtar Ansari ji, Dawood Ibrahim ji, Yaqub Memon ji, ये सब glorifying terrorists, ये काम कौन करता रहा है?
ये उनकी सिविलिटी है, मोहब्बत की दुकान है, उसमें से जी निकलता है. Umar Junaidi, you know what Pakistan has been up to? Persecution of minorities. Ahmadiyas के साथ क्या करते हैं वो भी पता है आपको. Why are we not writing op-eds on that?
Pranesh, the irony of the BJP is that BJP, the leaders of BJP aren't allowed to speak in BJP, and that's why they want their words to be in the mouth of Congress. We have seen in the recent years, during the attack on Nankana Sahib, Sonia Gandhi was the one who issued a statement, and definitely if the issue has been in the news, definitely Sonia Gandhi will react to it. But the very point is now the BJP is questioning the silence of Sonia Gandhi because they took up the issue and they want everything to be very quick, like as if The Narendra Modi is very quick on reacting to anything. So it's not like the thing what BJP wants, the Congress will do. It is the Congress what will want and Congress will do. Whenever, whatever it is feel good for the Congress will do and the Sonia Gandhi will do. So
Feel
it is
good.
like जबरदस्ती आप किसी से बुलवा
नहीं,
रहे हो.
जबरदस्ती नहीं बुलवाना है ना. फील गुड क्या होता है? व्हाट इज फील गुड इन टॉकिंग अबाउट ह्यूमन राइट्स? That you feel good about writing on Gaza, but you don't feel good about exposing Pakistan? Umar Junaidi, what is the feel good factor here? Do you believe? No, 1 minute. And you know, Nikhil, let me ask Nikhil, you believe Modi is anti-Palestine?
No, Pranesh, I believe Modi ji is very pro-Israel. Wherever Israel stands on, Modi ji will stand there. So if tomorrow Israel comes and says Palestine is wonderful, I'm sure you'll see a statement by Prime Minister Modi wherein the Prime Minister is going to say Palestine is great. He might even say Hamas is great. I will not be one bit surprised. The only point is, somehow for the past 2 years, the entire Indian national media finds the need to justify a genocide. And this is not me saying, this is not the Congress party saying, this is an international commission headed by Justice Muralidhar, the former Chief Justice
International
of the
Commission and genocides. Nikhil, you want to talk about genocides? You will, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, for 3 genocides, I ask you to take a position, you will leave the show. You will be embarrassed to the core. I don't want to get there. Dr. Ranganathan?
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Is there something new that has happened? If it has, wake me up. Because the fact that Congress is anti-minority, if that minority does not include a minority, is well known for the last 70, 75 years. What are we discussing out here? There also there is a distinction that is made by the Congress. The Congress will fight only for Muslims, will be silent when Sikhs and Hindus are persecuted. But the Congress, even in talking about Muslims, will differentiate what kind of Muslims, who is discriminating against them. There is pin drop silence when 1.5 million Uyghur Muslims in China are in concentration camps right now. They are being fed pork, being made to drink alcohol forcibly and forcibly sterilized. There are more than 1,700 mosques that have been demolished in the last 5 years or permanently defaced or disfigured in China. Have you heard any condemnation? Leave condemnation. Have you heard a squeak? Forget about Congress or Sonia Gandhi writing an article. Even my good friend Nikhil Jain has maintained a pin drop silence there. So even when it comes to Muslims, it selects what kind of Muslims and what kind of discrimination it must speak about. And Nikhil might do this like Wawa and all that. Show me one article Sonia Gandhi has written about what is happening in Uyghur Muslims and in Uyghur about Muslims. Not one. Now let me come to Pakistan. Look, the fact of the matter is that when Congress was the one that was fighting for institutionalizing CAA, when it was in power, even after it was in power, it passed a resolution in 2015 saying that all Bangladeshi minorities, now Bangladeshi minorities cannot be Muslims, right, Pranesh? It was demanding Indian citizenship for them. But the moment Modi brought in CAA, it took a U-turn. Now, can you see how important CAA was? It was a historic blunder to have actually not have a right of return of Hindus and Sikhs from Pakistan. We gave them a country, full-fledged country on the basis of religion. So I think right now there has to be a right of return for Hindus from Bangladesh, Hindus and Sikhs from Bangladesh and from Pakistan. We cannot we cannot allow this to happen. Only in one small instance do I agree with my friend Nikhil, that even this government has been silent about the persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh. Not a single relief camp or detention camp has been set up this side of the border, even as thousands, tens of thousands of Hindus run for their lives from what is happening in Bangladesh.
Sanju Verma.
You know, first and foremost, where I agree with Mr. Ranganathan, and I want to reinforce this in no uncertain terms, I think the CAA, which was passed by a vote of 311 to 80, 311 votes to 80 votes in the Lok Sabha on the 10th of December 2019, and then in the Rajya Sabha by 125 105 votes. I think that has been a historic legislation. The aim has been and will continue to be to give protection to persecuted minorities in Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Pakistan. And the Congress has never had a single good word to say about CAA. The second rebuttal is to Nikhil Jain. Do you know something? In the last 2 years, I was culling out data. The Modi government has executed or financed $170 million worth of infra projects in Palestine with a focus on Gaza. The third point, we have in the last 1 year given 75 metric tons plus worth of food and sanitary ware to the people who find themselves on the rough side of things in Gaza. So the Modi government believes that actions will do the talking, not giving bhashan or writing op-ed columns. As far as the policy of the Modi government on Bangladeshi Hindus goes, I think we made it amply clear that we stand with Bangladeshi Hindus, and that is the reason that we have now decided to strengthen the CAA even further by relaxing the threshold norm for those who can enter India and be given legitimate citizenship. I think having the right policy apparatus.
No,
is the
policy
best
is
way
fine.
of
No,
doing
Dr. Ranganathan is underlining the tone that should be adopted by the government to condemn persecution of minorities. That is what he meant. Ravi Srivastava hasn't spoken. Ravi Srivastava, sir, what do you make of this? Okay, Dr. Ranganathan is adding something. Sir, 8 minutes mein aa raha hu.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanju, for the clarification. But I want to add something on Gaza. Was there an op-ed written by Sonia Gandhi on the October 7, 2023 genocide of innocent Jews, where children, babies were microwaved alive? Was there, Nikhil Jain? You only talk about genocide when it suits you selectively. Were the Jews not genocided? I ask you a point-blank question. Tell me.
Nikhil Jain ke muh mein dahi jam gaya.
Nikhil.
Since my name has been taken multiple times, can I answer? Pranesh, can I please answer since my name has been taken multiple times?
Go ahead, Nikhil. What is stopping you? You United Nations.
Yes,
Go
what
ahead,
happened
answer.
on the 7th of October 2023 by the terror... Can I please... What happened on the 7th of October 2023 was indeed an attempted genocide where over 2,000 people were killed by a terrorist organization.
Attempted
What
genocide.
is happening in Palestine right now is 70,000 people have been killed in an attempted genocide.
Okay, Nikhil, even if you, okay, let me give this to you. Even if you think that this was an attempted genocide, which it was clearly not, it was a genocide, most barbaric attack. Why can't your party leaders just put this on print? Attempted genocide pe op-ed likh dete.
Pranesh, can you stop being so... Pranesh, can you stop being so thick and dense with the English language that you don't understand the basic meaning?
That's okay.
Of things?
I'm thick with the English language. As long as you make sense, it's okay. Just make sense, Nikhil.
Genocide is a continuing act.
Okay.
Don't have
Genocide is a continuing act. So 1984 में genocide नहीं हुआ था. वो Dr. Ranganathan, because it is not continuing. 3-4 दिन चला, एक हफ्ता चला, 6 were massacred, but that was no genocide. Kashmiri Hindus killed, forced out of Kashmir. अभी बंद हो गया है वो. According to Nikhil Jain, continuing नहीं है, is not a genocide. Nikhil, join a coaching class before you appear on TV. Ravi Srivastava ji.
Pranesh, I think the subject was a Gurudwara raised in Farokhabad in Pakistan, 70 kilometers from Lahore. The Gurudwara was not used for last 80 years. It was abandoned. It was completely encroached by the local shopkeepers. Now, this is not a reason that it should not be condemned. It should be condemned because this is a minority people there. The CM of the state has already acted upon. And it was not completely raised. It was partially raised.
Wow, sir.
And that is being restored.
Sir, क्या हो गया आपको? Are you from the, Nikhil Jain school of or college? वो बोल रहे हैं this was an attempted genocide. आप बोल रहे हैं it wasn't completely demolished, partially raised. क्या हो गया सर आपको? निखिल जैन वॉज ऑन अ ब्रेक, आप तो रेगुलर अपीयर हो रहे थे.
You should know the facts. These are the facts which I am saying, and it cannot be debated. I am not telling a lie. I am not telling a fiction here. I am telling the facts.
देखिए अभी अब निखिल जैन उठ के चले गए. He hasn't completely abandoned. He was partially present in the debate. अब वो उठ के आधे डिबेट में गए हैं, तो ये बॉयकॉट नहीं माना जाएगा. डॉक्टर रंगनाथन.
I mean, I don't understand when their duplicity is exposed. Why do they get so irritated? Why do they, resort to ad hominem, especially on you, when your English is better than any Italian I know? Now, let me talk about the facts out here when you're talking about facts. Ravi ji is a very well-respected person. He's my elder brother. I ask him, point blank, rather than providing evidences ki ye kiya, wo nahi kiya, is Pakistan prosecuting and persecuting its minorities? What was the minority population of Pakistan when it got formed? What is the minority population now? What was the minority population of India when it formed modern India? And what is the minority population now? Facts की बात कर रहे हो तो जरा ये डेटा है कि नहीं है आपके पास? या विवेक श्रीवास्तव से पूछूं कि 9% से 17% हो गए यहाँ पे मुसलमान और वहां पे हिंदूज कितने परसेंट से कितने परसेंट रह गए हैं? कुछ आइडिया है आपको? पाकिस्तान को डिफेंड करने चले आते हैं.
रवि श्रीवास्तव जी आप बोलिए सर, बोलिए.
आप सवाल पूछे, जवाब दीजिए ना. आप बताइए क्या कितने लोगों को सीएए में इंडिया की सिटीजनशिप मिली है बांग्लादेश से और पाकिस्तान से in last 7 years? Give the data. The data is as missing as Prime Minister Relief Fund. The data is as missing
Prime
as
Minister Relief Fund
crore car owners doing a research on ethanol 20. This is as opaque.
Let's try the other Srivastav. Yes, Vivek Srivastav. Sir, do you want to attempt?
Yes, yes. I'll answer every question. Please do not interrupt. Number one, bar China, Musliman ko mara, masjid todi, and all that nautanki keeps on going on. As usual, propaganda by the American media. आप मुझे बताइए साहब, पाकिस्तानी हो गए, सऊदी अरेबियंस हो गए, आपका UAE हो गया, मुसलमान देश हो गए. China is neck deep into work with these people in construction contracts. Chinese citizens are living over there. Their citizens are going into China. Nobody has a problem. Dr. Ranganathan has a problem from some vague American report which says Muslims are bad.
Vivek Srivastav, 1 minute. So if, no, 1 minute. No, Vivek Srivastav ji, ये देखिए, ये paradox मैं बताता हूं आपको. You've labeled the commentary by Dr. Ranganathan as American propaganda. You abuse Americans and you are saying that Chinese are doing business with the Americans. तो सर आप उनको समझा दीजिए ना, if the Americans are so bad, why do business with the Americans?
एक मिनट, मैंने अमेरिकन्स नहीं अपने फायदे के लिए हर कोई हर एक से धंधा करेगा. उसको पैसे कमाने हैं, वो कमा रहा है, उसको अपना बेनिफिट देखना है. Why should
तो सर इंडिया इजराइल रिलेशनशिप भी वैसा ही है सर. नेशनल इंटरेस्ट, स्ट्रेटेजिक इंटरेस्ट. यू आंसर द क्वेश्चन.
नहीं सर, नेशनल इंटरेस्ट नहीं है सर वो. No, let me come one by one. Now everybody is talking about 1984. Everybody is talking about the genocide. Pranesh Roy बिल्कुल excitement में है. Sir, with due respect to you, after 1984, many other things happened. Captain Amrinder Singh and the Congress ruled Punjab for decades with the blessings of the Sikhs of Punjab.
Many other things may have happened. Tell me, 1984 was a genocide or no? Was it a genocide?
बोलने ही नहीं दे रहे हो यार.
नहीं सर, बोलने दूंगा, but only if you answer questions. This is not jantar mantar. Sorry. Just tell me, 1984 genocide था या नहीं था?
Speak and don't interrupt before 30 seconds.
No, Vivek Srivastav, answer my question.
बेकार की बातें यार, 30 seconds.
1984 genocide था या नहीं था?
Don't interrupt for 30 seconds.
Answer the question, Vivek Srivastav.
भाई साहब, उस genocide के बाद अगर सिख समुदाय, can I just speak? And आप इतने बड़े नहीं हो गए हैं कि आप यहाँ पे लेक्चरिंग अराउंड करें. टीचर नहीं है आप मेरे. आप मुझे 30 सेकंड दीजिए पहले बोलने के, अगर सुनने की हिम्मत है.
बोलिए सर.
आपका नैरेटिव डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. आपको डर लगता है इस बात से.
चलिए, नैरेटिव.
It was a genocide, but is it not true that after that the Congress was forgiven and you had a Sikh chief minister of the Congress for decades in Punjab, in the Gurdwara Prabandhak committees of Delhi and North India? It is the Congress-backed committees that ruled for decades. Is it wrong? You had a prime minister who was a Sikh
Okay.
who urged, and the Sikh population listened
Now-
when he said, forgive, this is our country and let's move on.
Okay, now
और
sir,
यहाँ पे-
1 minute. If you think forgiveness works like this, why does the Congress party keep linking Narendra Modi to 2002 Gujarat riots? उनको तो कितने बार forgive कर दिया लोगों ने, वहां स्टेट में भी 3 बार प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन गए.
सर, जिनोसाइड में अगर चीफ मिनिस्टर के ऑफिस के ऊपर सस्पिशन है, यहां पे कांग्रेस की सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट या स्टेट लीडरशिप पे अक्यूजेशन पंजाब के स्टेट का नहीं था. जो कांग्रेस के अक्यूज नेता थे, चाहे वो जगदीश टाइटलर हो, उन सबके खिलाफ कार्रवाई केसेस चले हैं.
केसेस
There is
चल
a
ही रहे हैं, अभी
difference.
तक कुछ हुआ नहीं है.
There-
संजू वर्मा.
Thank you. Pranesh ji, I always come with facts and I'm so glad that Ravi Srivastava asked a question. This is the latest data. The number of people who have been given citizenship, the persecuted minorities, thanks to Modi and Amit Shah's CAA. 33,447 Hindus, 7,807 Sikhs, 55 Christians, 2 Parsis, and 2 others. The total number of persecuted minorities who have been given citizenship thanks to CAA is 41,313, 41,313, and this number will only rise. That's my point number 1. And very quickly, Kartarpur Sahib corridor. This was inaugurated by the BJP-led government in November 2019. Congress ruled for 54 years. Kartarpur Sahib corridor क्यों खुलवाया नहीं? Sultanpur Lodi, which is associated with Guru Nanak's early life, has been upgraded to heritage status by the BJP. लंगर के ऊपर से GST हटवा दिया. किसने किया? मोदी सरकार ने. अमृतसर में इंटरफेथ यूनिवर्सिटी.
Okay, Umar Junaidi, I think you have to go, sir, and we'll have to switch our debates. बताइए, what do you think?
I think Sanju Verma was talking about what Narendra Modi has done. Now, the very basic question is, what Narendra Modi has commented on this issue? Whatever happened, the 125-year-old Gurudwara was raised. Where is the reaction from Narendra Modi?
The government
Why
has,
Sonia
sir, the
Gandhi-
government has reacted. The Modi government has reacted. The Ministry of External Affairs has reacted, Mr. Junaidi.
Oh, so what is the reaction? What is the reaction? What is the reaction? Being a state, and this is what the reaction, and you want the opposition to comment on this.
No. The government is doing what it can. But if your heart bleeds for human rights, as it should, then all human rights must be taken into account. That is all, Mr. Junaidi.
It is the opposition, what it will do, it is in the capacity of opposition, they'll do.
Feel good. You
No,
said
why
feel good, Dr. Ranganathan, before we move on quickly.
No, I don't know why we even have this discussion when you give ample evidence about Muslim persecution in China and Vivek calls it fake news. When you say that 10,000 Dalits were mercilessly hacked and murdered by the communists in the Marijapi massacre, Vivek says it is fake news. When you say that Sikhs and Hindus, their population has dwindled in Pakistan, whereas Muslim population is possibly doubled in India in the last 70 years, the other Vivek ji says it is fake news. I don't know what are we supposed to do. We are here, Sanju and I, supplying you the data. And the fact of the matter is that Pakistanis are persecuting their minorities because their ideology sanctions it. And look at Vivek laughing like a Cheshire cat. He has no guts to say that the ideological sanction is what allows Pakistanis to persecute Sikhs and Hindus. Otherwise, I ask him, why is it that the minority population in Pakistan has gone down and the minority population in India has increased? Ye himmat hai to bata do. Tell me the answer. I want the answer.
हाँ सुन लीजिए अब आप अपने देश की चिंता करिए ना सर. आपको बांग्लादेश की चिंता है, आपको पाकिस्तान की चिंता है.
अरे तो भाई गाजा पे क्यों आर्टिकल लिख रहे हो? गाजा आपका देश है क्या? गाजा पे क्यों लिख रहे हो आर्टिकल? ये
सर, हाँ सर 10 सेकंड.
नहीं 10 सेकंड नहीं दूंगा. ये गाजा पे क्यों? गाजा आपका देश है. गाजा पे क्यों लिख रहे हो ओपेड?
गाजा एक स्वतंत्रता संग्राम है।
ओह।
हमारे देश के नेहरू से लेकर के वाजपेयी सब उसमें सम्मिलित हुए। मोदी साहब भाग गए तो मैं क्या करूं?
पैलेस्टाइन ने
मोदी
वोट आई
साहब
थिंक
भाग गए तो?
2017-18 क्या था, 2018 आई एम नॉट श्योर विद द डेट, नरेंद्र मोदी को ऑनर किया था। विवेक श्रीवास्तव आप भी चेक कर लीजिए, आई एम नॉट श्योर विद द डेट बट आई विल टेल यू इट वाज 2018. Prime Minister Modi was conferred the Grand Collar of the State of Palestine on February 10th, 2018. ये चेक कर लीजिएगा नेक्स्ट टाइम, नहीं तो आपको वो निखिल जैन की तरह उठना पड़ेगा बीच में, वो चले गए वो. But we'll have to move on. I thank you, Mr. Junaidi, for joining us.